Hello everyone, my name is Yasmiin Butsainah and today I will present about intercultural communication in the Karate 2010. For the first is cultural context. China is high context, so it's indirect communication, meaning is conveyed through symbols, gestures, or situations. Harmony and politeness are more important, and many social rules are unspoken but mutually understood. And US is low context, so it's direct and meaning is conveyed through words, not context. Self-expression is considered important and more individualistic and spontaneous. The next is communication styles. The first is differences in verbal communication. Dre is from US, so he accustomed to a direct, explicit, and informal style. While Mr. Han is from Chinese, so basically he uses an indirect style, more cautious, context-rich, and more formal. For the next is language barrier. They cannot speak Mandarin, so it's causing misunderstandings, tension with school friends, and feelings of isolation or culture shock. And the next differences in nonverbal communication styles. The first is body language. In Chinese culture, body movements are more controlled and polite gestures are more subtle. Dre uses more expressive, relaxed gestures that feel too loose. And for the next is eye contact. In US, direct eye contact means confident and honest, but in China, prolonged eye contact means rude or challenging. In some moments, this eye contact was considered aggressive by Chinese children, so it can cause conflict. And the next is emotional expression. Dre is more emotionally open, while Mr. Han expresses his emotions in a restrained manner. And the next is stereotypes. The first stereotypes about China uh, as highly disciplined, rule-abiding, serious about material arts training, and less expressive. While the America stereotypes is more relaxed in body language, more assertive in expressing opinions, less understanding of social hierarchy, and more spontaneous and emotional. The next is the impact of stereotypes on cultural representation. The initial stereotypes creates the perception that Tree is foreigner who misunderstands the local culture. However, the character's development shows that both cultures have positive value and weaknesses, so it's creating a more balanced narrative. The next for cultural identity, Dre brought with his identity as an African American teenager from Detroit. So Dre negotiates his identity from an American kid who doesn't understand anything to an individual who is able to understand local values through Kung Fu. And while Mr. Han's identity is a guardian of tradition, he is a symbol of classical Chinese culture such as Kung Fu, hard work, discipline, and spirituality, but he also struggles with a traumatic. And next is negotiating identity in interaction. Dre learns to understand values of respect and hierarchy that are important in Asian culture, while Mr. Han adjusts his communication style so that Dre can understand his Kung Fu lessons. For the next is power dynamics. Uh, the first is teacher-student authority. Mr. Han as a teacher has control over teaching methods, training rules, and explanations given or not given. So this affects communication. Dre follows instructions without clear explanation, and patience and uh, obedience are key values. For the cultural dominance, China as the host culture, so China has a dominant position, its norms must be followed, its language becomes the main language, and dream must adapt. And there is half-state value dimensions for the individualism. US is high and China is low, and the power distance US is low and China is high for the long term. US is low and China is high. The next is identify the issues. For the first, there is language barriers and linguistic miscommunication. Drake cannot speak Mandarin, so the consequences is he does not understand instructions, he misinterprets other people's expressions and intentions, he cannot defend himself when misunderstandings arise, and he becomes target out ridicule and bullying. The next is differences in communication styles. Dries from US, so he likes direct, quick, and explicit explanations, while Mr. Han is from China, so he uses philosophy, analogies, and indirect communication styles or high context. What is for the solution? Is the solution from language barriers. Dre can take basic Mandarin classes, learn common expressions, use language apps or mentors, and learn cultural symbols. So the impact it can reduce misunderstandings, boost confidence, and open up new social connections. For the solution for communication style differences, Mr. Hunt can provide a brief explanation before the philosophical exercise, use an analogies related to Dre's experiences, combine verbal and demonstrative communication, and Dre can increase sensitivity to contextual communication styles, develop reading the air skills, and practice patience in accepting implicit meanings. So the impact is reduced frustration for Dre, increased training effectiveness, and accelerated understanding of Chinese cultural values. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.